Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Chev. I don't know what I'm doing today, to be honest. I could do some Texas Chainsaw or whatever. At the moment, they have showcase thing for, who is it? Sindel, General Shao, and also Rain. I want to watch this because I think day one, I might want to go with Rain. Just because I spent a good amount of time playing Sub-Zero over in the beta and the stress test and stuff like that. I would love to actually play something like Rain or something like that. Just because we won't have Ermac until whenever the first Kombat pack comes out and whenever he's released for that whole thing, however they're going to do it, so.
Once she has this active, it's even quicker.
What the fuck? That comes out really fast. I was sitting here thinking in my head, like, oh, I want to play Sub-Zero. Then I played a little bit of him, and he's alright. I really like how he looks and everything, but the feel overall and the risk and all that shit. And Ermac isn't out yet. I mean, the other one I would play is Havoc, but Havoc is an instant demonetization. Even his victory screen, his pose and everything is disgusting.
When it goes for a breaker, you can see Sonya actually is like, gets the little head.
What?
And, you know, oh my god,
is she breaking the breaker?
No.
That sounds insane.
Allowed. Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them.
Get the fuck out of here!
There's also an EX version.
Oh,
With this version, Sonya will leave the screen and I gain control of her. And I actually get a free use of
I mean, it sounds insane, but literally every single character with the cameos and all this shit in the game, it's just all broken. It's all generally broken. I'm not good at it. I'll get good with it eventually, but like, holy shit, man. I feel like this will scare a lot of new players away because they just don't know what the fuck is happening. Kind of like the Marvel vs. Capcom effect where it's just like, okay, yeah, that's way too much, or the Dragon Ball FighterZ shit.
You want to move on to Rain?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, Rain.
Quite a bit different in this game. Rain has traditionally been a ninja.
He's more of a mage.
In this game, in Liu Kang's new era, he's been completely reimagined as a mage.
Aha, yeah, I knew it. Okay, does he have super kick? I like how he looks personally. Oh, he looks cool.
Much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks.
The effects look so good. And this is like the lower quality, like just stream shit.
I love the kick up.
It's so good.
Yeah, I love that.
Pretty quick.
Mid, low, high.
It's also got
high.
Forward 3, which is an overhead into a double overhead, and he gets a pop-up. That'll be one of these.
Oh shit!
What was it standing for? Which
he's got the super kick.
He gets a combo.
Oh,
and he can. And let's check.
I knew they had to keep out the super.
Nod to the classic water bubble.
I love the water effects in this shit. I love it. Has a meterless launcher overhead. He has a thing that turns mid to low, mid, low, high. So you have to like stand up and down for it to block that string. I like that. Good projectile. A lot faster than Sub-Zero's. Like that. And the way that people's projectiles are on this game with like the cameos and stuff like that, there's a lot of projectiles, but a lot of ways to get in as well. It always felt like Sub-Zero could not compete at a distance. You always just have to clone and slide and shoot the slow-ass ice ball. I like it. People are saying zoner, premium zoner. He has an anti-air projectile.
And he has a water bubble, where he surrounds himself in water.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna win the zone wars. Some people are saying no zoner, boo zoner, but it's not really like, the way that the combos are in this game,
and he can set them anywhere he wants. And then he can actually warp through.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That's a lot of setup. I have no idea how much I'd use that.
One more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
What the fuck is this Cetrion shit?
So you can do stuff like...
Yeah, that'll work. I have no idea what cameo I'll use regularly with this shit. I have no idea. I don't know what his weakness is. I'd assume like on the inside, so I guess Striker could work to a degree. I still feel like Frost is incredibly good though. Just because she can create space. Yeah, fatal blow time. Here comes Rain. Geyser upwards. Holy fuck! A lot of people are saying they won't play Rain. That means you got a lot less practice against it. Might be my day one. Oh, and here's Shao. He's big as fuck. There's so many ways to get inside on this game that like zoning is not nearly what it was in MK11. People are just exaggerating on bullshit. Oh yeah, Shao Kahn has 50 less HP than other people. Liu Kang's got 1000 HP and Shao has 950. So he's just gonna hit hard as fuck.
So you can huge. That was the meter burn. I got a full screen.
Are you gonna call him a zoner now, guys?
You can do some of this.
Pops up.
Holy fuck.
Nice.
Literally look at every single character in the game. They all have some way to deal with projectile, fight back in their own way. It's all over the place, including the cameos. So it doesn't even matter who you pick. The cameo can fight. The cameo can counter it. The cameo can match. It's all choices here. I mean, might be a balancing nightmare, but it's not our problem exactly, is it?
back into that.
Nice.
And that's a pretty
30.
nice chunky combo.
And now you have the
34.
axe.
And that's no cameo. 34 cameo list. That's a fuck ton of damage. Throw it down. He leaves the axe there. He can knock him up with that. Pick the axe back up. Okay, that's sick. I'm not even into these kinds of like big hulking beefy ass characters, but
Behind it, you don't want to be throwing projectiles.
That's so
yeah, that's the thing
good.
that we saw in the trailer when Raiden had all of
I
his
love that,
projectiles
that's a
reflected
way
back
to-
out.
We'll shoot
That's
3
annoying.
shots.
Like I'm saying, like you could just get zoning
Okay.
potential just from the cameo. That counters Rain badly. No, it doesn't.
combo.
Watch. Wait for all the absolute high-level Rain players out there. You'll see. It's not going to be all zoning and shit like that. It's definitely part of his strength, projectiles and shit like that. But I'm telling you, the combos will be there. The combos are there for every single character we played in the game. Motaro seems insane. Yeah, the question is, do you want to go and pick your cameo to pick up on your weaknesses, or do you want them to lean into your strengths even harder? All right, Fatal Blow time.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
An overhead.
Oh, he's not
Yep,
messing
he gets
around.
fucking back kicked by Motaro. Boom! Boom! I expected one more blow in there, but he does so much fucking damage that if they added another shot in there, they would have to nerf that thing's damage. I don't know what character to play. Raiden? I have
Or you
no
could
idea
just
what to
do
play
back
day
to
one.
over
I'm
and
stuck.
over again and do
I don't know.
something.
Everyone is just so different from
so
how they were in
before we
MK11,
go,
which is really what we
there's-
want. Alright, that's the end of that. What do I do now? Do I play more Texas or? So apparently Armored Core is supposed to come out at like 6 o'clock tonight. Obviously the video wouldn't be able to go up at that time, but on PC apparently you can play it tonight at like 6 p.m. in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours from the point that I'm currently recording. Oh, the Nicki Minaj bundles here. You know, I would ask what is Call of Duty anymore, but this is not even, I mean, it's the queen. They ended up showing some newer gameplay recently. I saw over on, oh, apparently that dude that was uploading the Starfield shit and then he had his face and he was like, no offense, Todd, that's a good game. Apparently he deleted all of his videos and shit like that. I don't know if they came knocking at his door or what. I hope he's good. But I think if Starfield ends up being this legendary game that people are playing for like many, many years ahead, everybody's gonna remember the guy, the original dude that ended up leaking this shit. That's a good game. Xbox Phil Spencer tells IGN that the ABK deal closes. You won't see Call of Duty immediately on Xbox Game Pass. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's over on Xbox Game Pass because the servers are completely dead again because the hacking and the infections and all that shit are literally everywhere. You may have fixed the servers for them to come online, but people are still at risk whenever they play these games, and you very rarely get into regular lobbies. There's always somebody in there with some kind of mod or infection or some shit like that. You guys would have to go back through each and every single one of them, probably shut down the theater mode on all of them because that's how people are getting a lot of the shit, and also partially probably a lot of the reason why they haven't been putting theater mode back into the game. The loadout UI for MW3. There's obviously a bit more than this. This is just over in the open combat missions, but in the actual multiplayer, it's like, you know, primary, secondary, tactical, lethal, gloves, boots, gear, and then above that also is vest. Vest actually sits like above your class like this. Yeah, they said like half of the campaign is linear story missions, and then the other half is like open world stuff. So I don't really know how that's gonna go, but I mean, we're gonna have the early access like a week early or some shit like that, so we'll be able to at least have time to, you know, play that and just do a whole playthrough on it and see how that goes. Personally, I don't really like the sound of this open world thing, but we'll see. You can start a mission in stealth and switch to guns blazing at any point. They've been putting out gameplay like this. A lot of people are mentioning the fact that they're like recreating a lot of spots from Verdansk and shit, and rumors and stuff circulating like, oh, maybe Verdansk is coming back, but I don't really know anything about that. It's just, it would be kind of odd for them to have like a whole new map that they've already kind of like shown little shots of. That is absolutely like a full map done in all areas, not just like little areas like this where you can see dam and maybe a few areas out there, but this whole map is not completed. The map that we saw in those little previews where the guy was like jumping out and they were showing the open mission, that's absolutely a real full map. This whole Verdansk like throwback shit, it may happen in the future, but it's not anytime soon. Yeah, this map right here. This whole thing, everything they showed right here, this should all be a part of like that new Warzone map. Lara Croft is coming to Call of Duty. Starfield provides over 160 hours of gameplay with planet exploration. It take 250 hours to finish. Diverse endings and choices might extend the gameplay to over 1,000 hours. Yeah, anyway, nerf Kenshi, because that's not okay. He literally has a clone of himself plus his cameo. I'm fighting 3 characters at once. It has to stop. Not to mention there's so many setups where literally there's an overhead coming at you and then a low coming at you at the same time. If I block the overhead, I get hit with the low into a confirm. If I get hit with the overhead, I get popped up into more conversion. There is literally nothing I can do. If they set that up, it is unavoidable damage. That is broken and should be removed from the fucking game. I had to get that out of my system because Kenshi is the most broken shit I've ever seen on the game. And no matter how many different cameos and all these combos and shit that we're seeing with all these different characters, Kenshi is the most broken fuck-ass character I've ever seen. Nerf the shit out of him. now. Yeah, so Armored Core tomorrow. I'll have one video up at least of that whole thing and just see how everybody feels about it. And then we'll see if I can go through and actually complete everything. I'm still gonna play the game, you know, myself anyway, regardless of whether I'm making more videos or not on it. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the videos recently. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's been Jeff, guys. Later.